better for all you watching. But yeah, this is the Illusion of Gaia randomizer on extreme difficulty, 3 statue requirement, Apocalypse Gaia, forced unsafe start, which is I don't have to start at the beginning town of Southcape. I will be in a dungeon. I don't know what dungeon. It's me randomized. And chaos mode, which is all logic goes. I might even be locked out of some dungeons just because of logic. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's under 2.5 hours. It should be under 2.5 hours, but with Apocalypse Gaia, that's up in the air. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm actually going to get all this stuff lined up so we can auto track. Start the auto tracker. There goes. All right. So yeah, hoping for 2.5 hours, a little bit less than that. I think the main draw to this video is going to be Apocalypse Gaia, but I do have to show off a little bit of the actual game. So wish me luck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we are starting in the back end of the first half of Diamond Mine. It's a little bit of a suffering. We've got a long walk out of here. Quite the way to go. There's a dark space that's back in that section that I can't access right now. So yeah, this is Illusion of Gaia randomizer. For those familiar with Illusion of Gaia, it's a very linear game, but the brilliant mind of Don't Bagoo Me created this randomizer, which I can go to that dark space. Kind of utilizes items that are in the main game to make it more of an open world feel. So no move here. So there's over 100 items that are shuffled in this. Oh man, oh man. All the ability moves are shuffled in dark spaces. And in chaos mode, I can end up getting something as fun as a freehand move in a town. I guess I should unlock this for the trip back. That was a choice in order, that's for sure. Probably shouldn't have done that. Alright, let's go check this chest over here and then we'll head back around. More randomized things would be the tile puzzle in Inca Ruins. The that's rough. Oh yeah, so golden tile puzzle. We have the what the heck is the name of the goofy? I can't think of the name of the Ishtar. Ishtar's puzzles in Angel Village is randomized. Yeah, that lizard wasn't messing around. Alright. I don't mess around anymore. Yeah, being in extreme mode, stuff hurts, for sure. I can see Bagoo change the damage logic back, which is good. You want it super difficult for extreme. But with this kind of run back, I'm going to make the best I can for sure that we're not going to have to warp back here yeah, for a long while. Alright, so we're getting out of Diamond Mine now, and we have access to all of Continent 2 right now. So, we've got a few places to check for free. We have one spot here, another red jewel. Here's Turbo. Everybody knows Turbo from the Quintet series. Let's go to Frisia. We have some checks in here. So basically, the game for the most part remains unchanged. It's just the linearity that gets thrown around. So right now I have access to all of Continent 2. The hope is that I find progression items that get me to different continents. Or, I mean, it's rare, but possible that my next progression is actually from beating Viper, the second boss of the game. Alright. A painful thing to get the elevator key, which means I could have to go back to Diamond Mine, but I would go back from the world map and not warp back from here. Crystal ball too, that's cool. Alright, make a save. You never know what's gonna happen. Ah, what's going on, someone? Alright, so we have no idea what 3 statues we need. However, I can check the jeweler to see what items he might be covering. So, hieroglyph, another red jewel, magic dust, HP jewel, hope statue, and his secrets of 45, which is the secret dungeon where you fight Solid Arm. So nothing really super important. 13 is what I'm interested in, the magic dust. So to beat this game, I have to collect the 3 statues that I'm required, because I have a set of 3 statues. I have to beat Apocalypse Gaia. But to get to Apocalypse Gaia, I also need the Aura and the Crystal Ring. And I need Kara to be rescued. So in the vanilla game, Kara's trapped in a painting in Angel Village. But in the randomizer, she's trapped in one of 5 minor dungeons. Could be Angel Village, could be Angkor Wat, could be Mount Cress, could be the underside of the prison, or could be Diamond Mine. So I want to get that magic dust as soon as possible so I don't have to double dip a dungeon just to rescue Kara. Oh, Lily, we don't want her at Cress. Being at Cress would be awful. Ah, good morning, Paga. Alright. So going through Sky Garden in Rando is similar to Vanilla. We'll do these rooms in a clockwise order. I am going to be limited, though, on this room, which is room 2, what we call, and room 4, as I don't have Dark Friar yet, so progression's a little difficult. Now, depending on when we get Psycho Slider, a lot of these neat tricks you're going to see are going to be accessible to me. Like doing that ramp glitch where I just jumped over that ramp without having to run down the entirety of the ramp on the opposite side. Other things you might see are Freak Dash, which is an attack while dashing, but then continuing to dash. Early strength jewel is very nice. Well, yes. It's just extremely difficult. To do even with slider. Alright, so I'm going to jump over these ramps, same as we do in the any percent. Yeah, only frame perfect. Alright. Another vanilla glitch here. Glitch, technique, mechanic, what have you. Jumping out of that so you don't need Friedan's sword or Dark Friar to hit that. And we get our first move. And it's... I mean, it's usable now since I don't have anything else, but it's Psycho Dash. Alright, so that does actually give us a little bit of an option with Diamond Mine if I have to go back to that, which I might have to. We're having a few things point to that. There could be an ability move in here, so we'll check this. No move. Alright, so we'll go to room 4. I can't get the treasure chest in room 4, but I can check the dark space at the end of it. And if there's nothing here, then I definitely have to go back to Diamond Mine for progression. I ran up there to spawn that fire snake so I didn't have to wait on it. Still gonna wait a little bit though. Alright. Let's see what's in here. We're gonna move. And the move is... Dark Friar. Awesome. Okay. So, Dark Friar is technically the only ability move I need for Friedan in this run. Anything else can be skipped. And that's not to say it's a necessity to beat the game, it's just, right now for progression, you need Dark Friar. So that was a lucky find. It means I get to clear Sky Garden and not having to come back. Oh, I know, Boo Lily. I know what you were wishing for. Jewel. I'm gonna go back around to get that treasure chest. But luckily, the statue's still already moved, so I don't have to worry about that again. I don't really trust the damage of that sword, so I didn't want to... yeah, let's die. We'll change back to Friedan in room 2. Alright, so if we finish this, right now I still have no progression, so I'm going to have to go back to Diamond Mine. But there is one final treasure chest in here I can check. Oh, what a good song. You let it play long enough. So what have we had the rando in so far? We had it as a showcase on the RPG Limit Break channel. Oh, you don't need to charge anything here, Psycho. We had it in SNES Superstars, right? Is that what it was, Sai? Wow. So yeah, as you can see, Extreme Mode Stuff hurts. Hopefully I don't bite the bullet here. Oh no. Another hieroglyph. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back to Frisia so I can drop these off. I forget what was before the magic dust. I think it was just another red jewel. Alright. So we have plenty of hieroglyph tiles. And yeah, let's go back to the... There's no dark space at the end of Diamond Mine, so I want to check this one at the back of the first half of Diamond Mine, just in case it's Spin Dash. Plus the... Alright, so it's not. Oh, but I have Friar. So I can't get this chest. One could argue it hurts extremely. One could argue that, Lily. One could. Alright, so with Friar, we can actually kill the worm in the room before this to open up access to a ramp. So we'll go ahead and do that. Spawn that guy early. Red jewel. Guess I don't want to die, actually. Oh, he died. More for the beard? No. It's okay. Dying there is not an issue. I think most anybody would feel way more comfortable sprinting around a dungeon with Will as opposed to Friedan. You have a lot more as far as invincibility at your disposal. Plus I needed, actually yeah, I needed Will anyway. For this next spot. Rachel? A little mean beholder. Alright. So this little shortcut, we'll get to the prison key. Get that out of our inventory. So yeah, let's see. We can talk about some of the kind of tricks and sequence breaks you would have in the vanilla any percent of illusion Gaia run that we're implementing here. I mean, you've seen ramp jumps. I'm gonna do this room first. Anytime you see a barrier getting destroyed, you'll see me go into my inventory and then back out. That's a trick we use in the normal speed run. You can cancel the animation by doing that. Destruction animation. Lola's letter. Okay. It was the last possible spot, but there you go. That's our progression right here. So Lola's letter teaches us. Ooh. shame. Teaches us Morse code so that we can communicate with Seth. It actually gives us a fair bit of progression. We can now go to continent 1 and 3 with that. So we'll probably go to continent 1 first, the starting continent, and figure out what statues we need to beat the game. Are you guessing the statues? 3, 5, 6 would be painful, to say the least. Alright, so in continent 2 you talk to Turbo to be able to go between the 3 continents in the beginning. And here we are at Southgate. So we have a few more free checks to do. I'll just wait to give these to the jeweler. Will I do boss rush or mansion? Well, you know, with Apocalypse Gaia, I'm not actually sure. I have this set to 3 statues, but I might be collecting more than just 3 statues for the HP boost for Apocalypse Gaia. And we need... You have brought this atrocity to me, Sai, and I'll never forgive you. What's next? HP Jewel, Hope Statue, 34, 45. Alright, nothing special for a while. I don't see how you could have had an idea, Sai. Alright, we have 1 spot we can check in Inca. The rest is locked out right now. So yeah, we can talk a little bit about extreme mode, I guess. In extreme mode, you've seen... Stuff hurts. You get a lot of damage that we take, which is nice if you're a speedrunner of the vanilla Illusion of Gaia, because you kind of know the pathing of everything, and it makes for quicker death warps. An herb. Like this one. Okay. But anything past Sky Garden is going to one shot kill me. And as you go further into the game, it's just madness. So Apocalypse Gaia, as you can imagine, hurts. I'm going to try. So we're going to need a lot of HP. I've got vanilla in the brain. I guess I can do Psycho Dash here. We have that. Oh, what could have been? I did just 90% Psy. Atlas, thank you so much for the host. I hope your Illusion of Gaia was going okay. Ooh. Did Bagu change how these map menus work? Alright, well, we're gonna end up going back to Diamond Mine, because starting in the prison here locks you. Here, the will. Okay. The will is important to get, so I'm glad I did come here. The will gives us access between Continent 3 and Continent 4, between Watermia and Euro. And the memory melody. Wow, all the progression was in Continent 1. Alright, we have all progression that we would need, I think. Memory melody is a melody you play for Neil in Continent 2, which unlocks the entirety of the game. The only thing I don't have right now is the teapot, which you use on the Moon Tribe to get access to Sky Garden and Seaside Palace. Vamps. Oh, yeah. Vampires will get you, Atlas. But don't worry. I have to fight the vamps in this seed, too. Alright, so we were locked into prison there. That HP jewel. Wow. That's okay, though, because that would have hurt more to die later on. And so what I was saying, we don't have the teapot and we don't have the large roast, which would give us access from Natives Village to Dao. But with the memory melody, we really don't need that. Memory melody gets us a lot. And now the question is, what do I want to do? Do I want to go to Continent 3? See how I can progress there? Or do I want to... check out Continent 4, Continent 5. I mean, we could always go to Continent 5 and drop off the hieroglyphs. Or we go to Tower of Babel and then have to warp out and come right back here. There's a lot we can do. Made a safe state for vamps. That's good. It's a little... Where is your save state exactly? Because when you're trying to practice something like that, the RNG doesn't change if you're just one screen off. Alright, let's get this out of the way. I'm going to have to warp back to Diamond Mine, but I'd rather just get this out of the way now. So in Babel Tower, the only way you can get here is from Neil. Wind Melody. Not super useful. So you need the memory melody to get here. At least to the bottom. But there's 2 checks and 1 move possible in the Stark space, but you're locked here, so then you have to warp back to where your starting location is. Full health HP drop. Awesome. So yeah, whenever I'm not interested in getting any items, you're going to be seeing a lot of vanilla Illusion of Gaia any percent pathing, just following my lines, sprinting past stuff. Because the speedrun for this game very much is execution based as far as your pathing from sprinting. A little bit of execution on rolling off of rocks to not lose your sprint. You might see the occasional attack to protect yourself, but still sprinting. Oh, you just saved the game. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, so we got Babel Tower out of our system. Really nothing there. Wind Melody could be useful. I'm going to go to Dao first. So in Dao, we have a few free checks. Red Jewel, Dark Jewel. Actually, just talk to the jeweler. And I can drop off the hieroglyphs that I have at the pyramid. And I want to do that because inventory becomes an issue as you get further in this game. Especially if you're trying to conserve... Oh, wait. I don't want to use the Dark Jewel here. Not yet. Okay, so snake game, also randomize. I need to hit 61 snakes in 45 seconds. Which should be fine. And its difficulty is actually based on the difficulty that you choose for the seed. So there's extreme difficulty, so this is going to be the most strict kind of time limit. And yeah, the true embarrassment would be to jump attack out of the house. I would bring shame upon my family if I did that. Because we'd have to start the game all over again. Okay. Light Jewel. Psycho Dash got a little stronger, but that's not really important. Gorgon Flower. Okay, it might have been useful coming here. To the pyramid. Now, another randomized aspect of the game is the order of the tiles. And I don't know that order, and I won't know that order. The necklace. Oh. That's good to have. Until I get Father's Journal. Once I have Father's Journal, I can see what the order for the hieroglyphs are. Now, the necklace I just picked up is really important. It actually, as soon as we get Lola's Melody, we can get into Itori Village. And from Itori Village, we can talk to Lily, who lost her necklace. Where am I going? This guy. Now, this guy I just talked to will always give you passage to Native's Village. Apple. Apples for a fetch quest. Rama statue. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I kind of shot over the statues here. We need statue 3, 5, and 6, which I found out from talking to the school teacher in South Cape. Statue 3 is behind the vampires. Statue 5 is behind the Mummy Queen, and Statue 6 is behind my choice of Solid Arm at the Secret Mansion or doing the boss rush at Babel and defeating the second Mummy Queen. Now, boss rush is slower. However, you get an HP boost from defeating the second Mummy Queen. Solid Arm is a much faster kill, but you don't get that HP boost. And with Apocalypse Gaia, I'm weighing my options right now. I really don't know what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I meant, Sai. Okay, so another difficulty-based thing. As you progress through the game... It's not my red jewels. If you clear certain rooms... Red jewel. Of enemies, you'll get a force, is what we're calling it. And that might be an HP upgrade, a defense upgrade, or a strength upgrade. Oh, there's your father's journal. Ooh. This continent just working itself out. But as you get into the harder difficulties, I will gladly take that defense jewel, the amount of rewards you get are diminished. So in extreme mode, the only reward is a +3 to max HP. There's only one room for every 2 dungeons that gives that to you. Hey, Airstrike. This is just a regular randomizer run that I'm turning into a submission video. Ooh, let's not forget the alley. And Lola's Melody. Wow, okay. So that opens up 2 spots for us. We've got Itori Village we can go to, which will let us complete the prison. And we have Seaside Palace as soon as I get access to Seaside Palace. Hey, Des. Alright, so this is the only chest I can get right now. Mushroom drops. So yeah. Death Warp back out of here. Another randomization, which I wasn't even thinking about. Death text. Here we have, if we don't know life, how can we know death? Confucius. I think Bagu said there's 50 randomized death texts right there. Fun little quirk. Alright, so with the will, we can go to Watermia. So let's do that. Actually, let's get this first. It's nothing. Another fun quirk. You definitely have empty and it's nothing treasures to get. So that always hurts whenever you're working for something for a while and it ends up being nothing important. I'm gonna have to clear my inventory soon. So yeah, if I can't find the room that gives me the boost to HP, I'll automatically get that for beating the boss that HP drop would be behind. New Palace Key. Okay, there's my access to Seaside Palace. Which kind of makes me want to go... Oh. And there's Spin Dash. Alright. Oh, so, you know, actually we can complete the Great Wall now. We have Spin Dash and we have Dark Friar. And I might actually do that for the HP. Statue 4 is always the easiest statue to get, as it only requires 2 moves and doesn't really require a lot of items to go for. Crystal Ball. Alright. So let's go check out Great Wall. I can't do too much in Angel Village. But there are a few dark spaces in Great Wall I can check out. Maybe we'll get lucky and get Psycho Slider. Psycho Slider is the last move I would need to complete the seed. Well, that was fun. Alright, now treasures here are a little different. There's also necklace piece drops that you would see in the vanilla game. So this spot right here is the diamond block. I'm going to die here because I have spin dash, so it's quicker to die here and then spin dash across the top of the screen. Alright, diamond block gives us more of Inca Ruins. And Wind Melody actually gives us access to the end of it. We just can't fight Cast Off because I don't have the Inca statues. Red Jewel. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these red jewels as I can. Send them to the jeweler because I'm getting a little low on space. So they've been looking at... hieroglyph tile. How to affect the RNG so that between the seeds, RNG would be the same if you were doing a race. But that's only in development right now. If that. Alright, last treasure. Ritual. Alright, so now we have a bunch of red jewels. Not red jewels. Dark spaces we're going to check. And cross our finger for Psycho Slider. Nada. But I'll go ahead and change the Freedan and open up the way. You need Dark Friar to destroy the soldier in the next room to give you access to the rest of the dungeon. Actually, how do I want to do this? There's one more dark space moving forward. I do need to check it. Oh yeah, that's sword reach for sure. So we have to kill these enemies. To get the dark space open. We're gonna see if there's a move. I'm going to assume it's going to change us to will. We'll go fight Sandfanger. And then we'll come back and check that last dark space. With this kind of HP, it's a little scary to go check that final dark space. Let's see if this is worth it. Well, feel free to ask questions there. Yeah, this randomizer's not even a year old right now. But it's been masterfully put together. And the vanilla... Oh, the original game. Very fun speedrun. Alright. Let's go fight Sandfanger for the extra HP. So Sandfanger, like vanilla, has 3 different styles of moves. He can shoot straight up, he can shoot horizontally, or he can stick his head out of the sand and dispense some eggs. And that's the cycle you want, because it allows you to get up to 8 hits on him at a time. So we actually know you can manipulate, kind of manipulate what he's going to do. You can, at the very least, increase the probability of one cycle over the other. I missed one there. So, standing to the left of this grate, gives you a higher chance of getting him to shoot horizontally. Unlucky. Playing this vanilla style. So yeah, stuff hurts. Rip. Yeah, staying to the left of this gives you a higher chance. Staying in other sections because it goes in quarter screen sections, as I'm explaining and not attacking. Makes him go vertically more often than not. But you can't really affect his chance to give you what we call an egg cycle. It's out of your hands now. I know, Lily. But what's nice about the boss fights, they're not super punishing if you die on them. At least Sandfanger isn't. You start right back at the beginning of the fight. There we go. Okay. So we got our HP boost, which might not do too much for us, but helps a little bit. And we're gonna go back through the dungeon. We have spin dash on our side, so it's a quick run through. And we're gonna check this final dark space while we're here. Oh yeah, it's an amazing SNES game. Actually, I can't. Alright. No slider, so we can do this little bit of a... we call this a sequence break or not. Run through there. Masterfully executed. And no move. Okay, so we're done in Great Wall. We've done everything we can do in Great Wall. Go ahead and Death Warp out. Now the last checkpoint was right before the boss fight, so we just gotta run back up through here. There we go. Oh, well, today I learned Psy. Alright, let's check out Angel Village. I don't think there's too much we can do in here. We didn't get Slider. But there is one item in a dark space we can check for free. No. 3 red jewels, alright. Go ahead and give those to you. Then dark space. So I guess we'll go check out Mew. No move in there. With Spin Dash, I also have access to some of Mount Cress. So we might end up going there. Oh, why are you doing this, Solar? I gotta get rid of some items. Ow. Oh, you hate to see that. Let's just reset that. I was up against the clock on that one. Oh, charge this. It's very difficult to go in back and forth between the randomizer and vanilla game as far as speedrunning. Alright, that should work. Alright. Got through there. I'll jump attack there, save a tiny bit of time. Okay. Dodged a bullet there. Those flashers, I swear. Ritual. Last but not least, ritual. Actually, what are we at? 33? I forget how much we needed for the Statue of Hope. Alright. That gave us another little bit of access having that new palace key. We can get in the Seaside Palace. No move here. Really didn't want to come here. Ooh. We actually do have... We have a lot of options presented to us right now. Mushroom drops. Alright, I'm gonna get improved Dark Fry. I really didn't want to, but I definitely don't want to use any herbs yet. If I can help it. So Seaside Palace is it's an interesting dungeon because it's possible you might have to triple dip the dungeon. I don't have Lily right now, so I can't check the coffin to see what I would get from there. I don't have the Purification Stone, so I can't talk to the guy that would normally give you the new palace key. Alright. Let's go back to Mew. We've got the Hope Statue. That gives us access to 2 dark spaces. And that's it. Yeah. I am not having free dashes today. So we'll use the Hope Statue here, lower the water level, and check these 2 dark spaces. So 2 dark spaces to check might not seem like too much. We're only looking for 1 move, and we still have plenty we have yet to touch. But using this Hope Statue gets it out of our inventory, so I don't mind taking this risk trying to find a move. Yeah, let's hope your Link to the Past seed isn't as awful as it was yesterday, Sai. That was a beast. Alright. There we go. I'll get it just for the memes. There you go, Lily. Aura barrier. So, you're actually supposed to use Freedan here. To destroy this guy to get up here. But in a vanilla speedrun, you would just use Will and attack through that golem. Really would be a shame if I were to die right now. I don't think you can actually hit that. Don't spawn on me. Thank you, Sliver. Alright. One enemy left to dodge, and then we can get the heck out of here. So actually, no, you know what? I don't think this could have had a move anyway. Because the other one did. Unless chaos. Alright. So. Let's go to Cress. No, not yet. So this guy is the guy that'll take you between the 3 continents in the beginning. Let's go turn in this melody and the necklace. Clear a little more of our inventory. I might want to talk to the jeweler if I get some jewels here. Ba-da-da-dum. You know what's fun? I'm excited just to panic on Apocalypse Gaia. Who knows how that's gonna go? It's not like we've had access to her for a while. Alright, 2 item checks and a dark space. It's an herb. Let's give this necklace to Lily. So now we can complete Edward's prison. No move. Alright. While we're doing this, another difference in the difficulty modes is the amount of HP that you refill from using an herb. Should give me 2 herbs, seriously. let's do Edwards. So, in easy mode, an herb is a full restore on your HP. On normal mode, you get the typical 8 HP refilled. Thank you for the bit, Sai. I did not turn off notifications. I don't have the prison key, do I? Ooh, that's an interesting little graphical glitch. Cool. Alright. So we still need prison key for Edwards. But let's go do some of Inca, since we have the diamond block. And this isn't as scary since we have a little more HP now. This should be the last time that I have to run back through here. So yeah, today everyone we'll finish this submission video, get some lunch, and then Evermore. Yeah. We'll talk to the jeweler. Not water beer. Direction pad, please. Thank you. I want to say both, Sliver. I want to say both. We'll start out with flower percent and turn it into practice percent. Obviously taking the slow way around. Derp. Okay. So there's our last statue of hope. So really, we only need one more Rama statue, and we have access to the vampires, which you really don't want to fight until you absolutely have to. Ah, thank you, Walden. Oh, I said I was taking the long way around, Sai. Knew it while I was doing it. Psycho Dash, we are going to get rid of this statue so it doesn't hurt us while we're stuck in this cutscene. Oh, of course I couldn't get that block luck on my PB attempts last night. That was weird. Alright. Go through a little more vanilla dungeon. That reach with Psycho Dash. Show off the So that's a sequence break you would do in the vanilla game. You're not actually supposed to be able to hit that with Will's flute. But I do need to check the dark space. That's back down here, so We'll go this way anyway. I won't turn into... Oy, 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 oy. Free Dan, if I see him. However, with the way that this logic is set up, if Psycho Slider is in here, that means that I'm technically locked out of the rest of the dungeon. You're supposed to be able to turn into Freedan here to destroy that one statue head I did. Alright, so we're cool. So that sequence break is what we would consider a glitch, which is a mode you can turn on in the randomizer. Allow glitches, which would allow that and give you access to the rest of the Incan Ruins. So after this we have 2 more items we can get and 2 more dark spaces we can check. Ah, yes. I believe I got distracted before. Non-existent sliver. Distracted me. So I was talking about herbs. Full refill for an herb in easy mode. 8 HP like in vanilla. In normal. In hard, I actually forget how much it is. But in extreme, you only get 2 HP restored. So we're going to be hoarding as much as we can. Wow. Lots of herbs. Hard is 4 HP. Thank you, Sai. Take any chances here. A little low on HP. Well, looks like we have to use an herb. And it looks like we're going to Sky Garden again after this so I can drop off these 2 crystal balls. Alright, no move. Still looking for Slider. Yeah, I mentioned that easy was a full refill. Alright, everybody, take your guesses. Which one do you think it is? This golden tile is randomized. Give me a row number and column number. 6 rows. 12 columns. That's not the same game, people. 8, 2 and 5, 1 and 9. Winner is 6-11. Sorry. I have no Inca statues, so I can't drop anything off, but I can check this dark space. Nada. Alright, let's death warp out of here. Da da dee da ba da da hum. Oh, my sadness knows no bounds. It's not very often you get to that point where you're death warping. Alright, so we're just going to take the shortcuts we opened up and back out of here. So yeah, in Illusion of Gaia, most of the dungeons, when you die, you go back to the beginning. But there are certain spots that set a checkpoint. So here you saw there was a checkpoint on the room before Cast Off. You saw a checkpoint in Great Wall. When I went to the boss fight for Santhanger, that set a checkpoint there. So Death Warping takes you there instead. Is the start of game spawn for the seed? It's in the back of Diamond Mine, Walden. Alright, Sake. Let's go to Skyguard and drop these crystal balls off. Free up some inventory space. Yeah, it was painful in the beginning. I had to get my bearings straight, but we don't have to do that warp anymore. That's not where you want to go. Niels and Nazca. Very similar. Alright. And even though we don't need Statue 2, I will probably fight Viper if I find the other crystal ball before the rest of the seed's over. Just to get the additional 3 HP. I gotta watch this mashing at the A button. Yeah, let's go to Cress. We go to Cress? Let's go to Cress. All roads are pointing to Cress now. If it's not Cress, then we're going to go back to Mew. And have a look at the second Statue Hope, because that gives us 3 extra items we can go for. Yeah, so the good news is we do have the magic dust. So if we do find Kara in Cress, then we can satisfy that requirement. So Cress actually is scary in the randomizer. In vanilla any percent Illusion of Gaia, at this point you have a lot of defense and HP. So it's not too much of a worry. Did that chest just open? Oh, please go. Solar's hurting on the HP right now. So we're going to try to get to the next dark space and heal. Reese89, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Hey, Infernos. Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, so we'll heal our HP getting into this dark space. Solar Sea heart attack? Nah, I turned my volume down. All right, still no move. And always good to save. Yeah, we'll be fine, side. No worry. Door. And when running through here, you almost certainly don't want to be free, Dan. Spin dash, psycho slider, jump attacks. Very important moves when going through these later dungeons. Go a little out of the way to get an item here. So, one sad thing about a difference between the vanilla illusion of Gaia. Strength drill. And the randomizer is that there are no treasure chests that give fanfares. So, in 4 spots, well, 4 that we use in a vanilla any percent run of this game, there are more. You can actually gain invincibility for one screen if you do a psycho slider or a jump attack. While opening a treasure chest. Alright, so I actually have to go over here to check this dark space. See if we get slider here. But there's no fanfares and there's Earthquaker. We don't want to change into Freedan, so we're just going to skip Earthquaker completely. It's not the move I'm looking for. Yeah, so no fanfares and chests, so no invincibility frames. Or invincible screens. Which forces us to run back through that second mushroom drop screen. Which can be an issue, especially if you don't have spin dash. Well, you have to have spin dash to get in here anyway. Oh, Aura! Alright. So, we're going to death warp out of here. We need Aura to unlock Shadow. Shadow gets us into the pyramid. Nice. Move you're looking for is another castle. It is Sliver. I don't have a large roast. So let's go to the pyramid. Oh, hi. You blocking my way? That's cool. So there are a grand total of 12 items I can get from the pyramid. And I already checked one dark space, but there is one more dark space I can check. And it's actually pretty bad. Actually, you know what? I can check to see what the order is. Smokestack, Cloud, Wow. I didn't even see what it was. We're going to have to change all those later. If the dark space that I'm going to check has slider in it, I'm going to have a bad time. Alright, let me just respawn Shadow into here. Because that means I can't turn back into Shadow if I die. Alright, so now we have Shadow. Ooh. We are going to try to do the 2 Shadow rooms. Is it hand pixie? No. I just randomly spawned this one this morning. Right before I started the stream. HP Jewel. So we're actually going to do 5 first. I really don't want to do room 3. And I'll probably skip room 3 and come back to it if I absolutely have to. Yeah, Bagu trolling only by accident. So, room 5 of the pyramid, you have 2 treasures to get. But you can only get 1 at a time. Where's the key? Okay. Prison's completely unlocked now. And we still don't know where Kara's at. I'm going to run it here and check to see if this is a move or not. But there's an item. Lance's letter is able to tell you where Kara is. Alright. So good. We have free reign at the bottom of the pyramid. Alright, let's try to go through room 5. But if we die, we'll just go as Will through his rooms. First scary spot's right here. Can't really control how this bird soldier moves, so we'll either hit it out of the way, or he's not going to be there anyway. Alright, we got lucky. Ah, too far to the right. If you're able to get pixel perfect placement there, you automatically enter this door. We're a little too far off to the right. Bum, bum. Alright, another bird soldier we have to worry about. Well, that's just mean. That damage, though. We'd be dead if we hadn't found those 2 HP jewels already. Alright, you know what? I'm actually not even going to go into room 3 as Shadow. We got plenty of room. I'm going to Death Warp here. And I'm going to do all the Will rooms. And we'll come back if we have to for Killer 6. In room 3. Alright, so we have 4 rooms to do as Will. And we'll go into room 3 to get a treasure and then leave. So technically 5 rooms. Clearly just taking damage there to set up a Death Warp. Obviously. But a fun little fact is you can run through these mummies before they're completely done spawning. But you get trolled if you're not in a good position. And that's what I was worried about there. Unlucky. Yeah, that Death Warp. Alright, so let's try to handle this a little cleaner. There you go. Alright, Jewel. We're at 37, I guess? So we still need 8 more red jewels before we can check the mansion. Alright. 2 more treasures we can check here. Oh, what the heck are you doing, Solar? Completely butchered that. But we're through. We're gonna shoot for good placement here. And now we have the second half of the room. Get in and out real quick here. Mine key A. Okay. No idea if that's going to be needed or not. And Lance's letter. So moment of truth. Kara is in Anchor Watt. Alright. So, we know that. We can get rid of Lance's letter. Anchor Watt, huh? Well, then Kara's behind Psycho Slider, so Psycho Slider is in fact required for this seed. Just nope the heck out of those spikes. Are you confused by this, Lily? Good morning, Queen Anne. Hope you're doing well. How was Ladies' Night? Jewel. Yeah. Definitely not world record, Queen Anne. But, I mean, we had a good shot. We were, what, 14 seconds ahead going into Anchor Watt. And then I just botched Earthquake or Skip and ruined the run. But, I mean, it was a very pretty run. The prettiest run I've ever had. Yeah, it was great practice. Alright, we're invincible during that, so I didn't have to worry about dying. So we're going to get the hieroglyph spot here. 2 red jewels, that's nice. Drop down here and get this item. A red jewel. And then Death Warp again. Your head says you had too much fun? Okay. Crazy night. Alright, 4 more jewels. We can check out the mansion. Hey, Mira. How are you? When the heck are you racing Atlas? Yeah, so this is just more standard speedrun routing. Just have this one treasure down here. Alright. So, a whole lot of nothing, really. We did get the prison key, I guess. I'm not going to warp back the timeline. I'm going to heal, though. I just wanted to see what it felt like being Mr. Freet. Alright, so our options now are the prison, or more of Mew. Go to Mew. Actually, you know where I bet you a slider is? Slider's either at the top of... Wow. That's painful. I can't really think of any other dark spaces. So Slider is either at the top of Babel, or it's at the back of prison, locking out the rest of prison. Which is fine. I don't need anything in the back of prison. I can't get HP from it anyway, but... Well, I mean, technically I could. But I need 3 more jewels. If it's a mansion. Crystal ring. Crystal ring lets us do... So yeah, we could be forced to do boss rush if I can't get enough red jewels. Ew, I don't have Slider. I have to go this long, nasty route. What am I looking for in here? I'm looking for red jewels, I guess. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, maybe the play would have been to go to prison. That spawn. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna waste time doing this. Let's go check the coffin. And then we'll go to the prison. Yeah, because outside of red jewels, that really doesn't get me access. I'm worried. I don't want to be forced into doing boss rush. I like the option, but I don't want to be forced into it. But I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world. But prison's an easy check. Okay, it also means we might not need the diamond mine keys. Alright, to Watermia, to Southgate, to prison. Bum, bum, bum. It's a herb. It's a lot of herbs. Alright, so prison, we have 2 checks in the dark space. And then maybe 2 more checks after that if it's not locked out. Feels good, man, though. Go through this whole game, basically. Without losing my free dash ability. Oh, I'm just bad. I free dash that bat and everything. Solar almost forgot something. Nah. Headset's not new. I covered up Chair Sama behind me, so it allowed me to change my chroma key. So now it's really just focused on that kind of green. So I can have blue on now. Unlucky there. And even certain types of green. Like this sweatshirt is kind of green, and it's not being covered up. Ritual. So yeah, before it's just the blue was being covered up. Alright, moment of truth. Slider at top of Babel, and I am one red jewel short. Let's hope we get a red jewel. In these last two checks. Thank you. Okay, final check in that barrel. My key B. So the very end of Diamond Mine is now unlocked, if we would need that for some reason. That soldier right there is an addition to the randomizer. He blocks you from going backwards through the prison. Oh, man. We have just enough. Alright, 45 red jewels. Mansion time. So it's possible the mansion was holding an item anyway. Very scary area. At this HP, I'm pretty sure everything's a one-shot kill. Gotta love the lag. Alright, let's see if this was required or not. Was not. Alright, while we're here, we'll take on Solid Arm. Oh, I can't. Ah, you know what? That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, boss rush required. You need Psycho Slider to get the solid arm. I forgot about that. So, yeah, we gotta do the boss rush. Let's actually go do that right now. That's mean. I mean, it's nice that I'm going to get the HP from it. It's just a time sink. To climb all the way through the tower. Already been to Babel. Now, the nice thing about this, if you die on a boss, you don't have to fight any other bosses that you've already beaten. You just get thrown back outside the room, you get to try again. Yeah, this is definitely not a jet seed. Oh, we get the good RNG, nice. Alright. Viper 2.0. Pretty sure a hit from the vampires and on would be an instant kill. Vampires maybe, Mummy Queen definitely. I don't know about Sandfanger. I'm happy my execution's gotten a little better since I started the run this morning. Starting out cold on a Gaia rando, not the smartest thing. Alright, vampires. Sketchy fight. As opposed to the vampires I'm going to have to fight in Mew, these actually have a collision box, and if you touch that, you take damage. So I have to be careful with my aura glitching. Please come down here. What a waste. There we go. Okay. Let's hope for some eggs from Sandfanger 2.0. So it's not a long, drawn-out fight. Now, if Psycho Slider isn't actually at the end of this tower, I'm in trouble because that means I missed something. I mean, who knows? Ooh, that's a weird place to be. And lastly, Mummy Queen 2. Which is definitely the longest fight. So here, this fight, and we haven't seen the first Mummy Queen fight yet. This one's a little easier just because there's no little middle section right here blocking you. So you have a little more range of motion. As compared to the first Mummy Queen. So this is just a giant back and forth, one hit, dodge to one side, aura. Over and over and over again. I'm kind of hoping to drag her over to one side as I go. She's really wanting to stay in the center. It's a little awkward, but it's alright. That was a little better. Alright, this next hit, and she's going to go into her next phase, which she can do one of two things. She can get rings like this, or stay still like that. Alright. Then we'll finish off with the swag kill. Our glitch to victory. So, not a great fight. We had to jump up and around. Hitting that teleporter. We got 2 bad cycles from her. You want the ring cycles because you can hit her quickly if you get through that. Now we just have to go through the rest of the tower. I did get my HP boost already, so that's nice. What do you say? Missed it. Or aren't we something? So yeah, I mean, I have no reason to go back to Solid Arm, so that's nice. So let's get this statue. And an hour 47 in, we finally get our first required statue. So this spirit here will take you back to Dao. We're going to check this dark space first. For a slider. Last place it could have been. Alright, well, what a seed. What a seed to choose for a submission video. Alright, so what do we need to go fight Apocalypse Gaia? We need one more hieroglyph. And we need one more Rama statue. And we have to get to the end of Angkor Wat. So let's go rescue Kara. It might just turn out that we get our both items in Angkor Wat as we go. So we need both Spin Dash and Psycho Slider to progress through this dungeon. Ooh, that was close. And I think I have both Strength Jewels, so this fight right here becomes a whole lot easier. Alright, Sai. Good luck on your race. Hopefully you don't have a ped seed. I disagree with that, but okay, game. I secretly want them to have a ped seed. I really do. It's roast. Alright, well, there's our movement back to Dow. From Native's village. Go ahead and kill this guy. So we have the shortcut now back to the beginning of Anchor. Sloppy. Alright, now since we're going in here to get Freedan, I am going to heal. Because we need Freedan's Dark Friar. Or Earthquaker. I could have done Earthquaker if I picked it up from Mount Crest, but I decided to skip it. My concern was the ability to actually destroy this golem with only one upgrade to Dark Friar. People seem to have complained about that in the past, but we'll see how it goes. And the reason I heal is for those pesky little flies. Alright, so there are the other dark spaces you can check here, but I mean, that seemed easy enough. I don't know why that was an issue for people. Alright. Let's get this. Make a statue. Not really what I wanted to see. Of course, it's possible that there's an item on the gold chip which is locked behind Cast Off, which is the first boss, so always a possibility. So, we went into that screen to set a checkpoint, and now we're going to Death Warp to revert back to Will and start at that checkpoint so we can complete the rest of this dungeon. It's quicker to do this compared to going to a dark space further in. Alright, so one item to get outside here. Teapot. Don't really need the teapot. I use an herb to just keep that in inventory, but I'm gonna have to use another herb. Alright, now we do not have the black glasses, so this room is still a blinding white light. But speedrunning it, you kind of get used to what the pathing is. He says and then almost dies. Alright. One more time through here. Take any chances with that guy. What the heck did we just pick up there? Another herb? Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I could have saved that herb. Could have rescued Kara, and then picked up the item from the spirit here. Alright, so the reason we came all the way back here was to rescue Kara. And here she is. We learned that from... Make a statue A. Oh, what a dreadful thing to do to someone. Learned that from Lance's letter that she was there. So we're death warping, but I don't know where I want to go now. I guess the play is Angel Village. There's a couple of one-off checks we could do. But we get the most out of Angel Village. Just gotta hope we can get out of here safely. Wow. Ow. Ugh. These flies hurt. Oh, no. So close. Hey, Ray. It's gone. So if I did want to go back through this garden, I could go forward and warp back from a dark space. But that would take me back to Diamond Mine. I'm not really super interested in that. Yeah, everything seems to be going great so far, Ray, as far as execution of the program. I only had one minor graphical glitch. I went to the prison, and the mushroom drops in the prison cell. I went to my inventory, and 2 mushroom drops had a 1-0 listed on the bottom half of them. And then entering my inventory again fixed it. Alright, from Euro, we're going to go to Watermia to Angel Village and get all of those chests. Which is scary, because it could completely deplete me of herbs if I need the inventory space. Because I'm still missing 1 herb and 4 red jewels from collection. And we couldn't come here before because we needed Psycho Slider to get anything. Line up with that wall to kill that easily. Same as here, we're lined up. Ooh. Jewel. So, Dark Friar is completely upgraded now. I can now detonate that. Ooh. That HP drop. That actually saves us for another hit, I think. In case something awful happens right here on this screen. Alright. Couple checks. Red Jewel. And we have all of Ishtar's puzzle, which I mentioned earlier is randomized. So look with me, shall you? What's different? This little thing over here. Didn't really know what the hitbox was for that. What's different? I think this. Cool. What's different? Mushroom drops. Crap. Well, I know it's the chest, but I gotta use an herb. Jewel. Now what's different? No rock. Alright, one final item in this treasure chest coming up, and really wasn't too much here. Rama statue. Okay, we can get statue 3 now, so I guess that wasn't a complete bust. Now, I'd be super happy if we got the hieroglyph in one of the last 2 treasure chests in Mew. So we're going to death warp back out of here or go straight to Mew. Vampires shouldn't be too bad. We will take Aura with Shadow with us and do Aura Glitch. Actually, no, there's 3 treasures I can get. 2 chests and 1 pickup location. Alright, so these 2 treasure chests I'm going to get were more examples of how you could do an invincibility glitch in the vanilla game. Inventory's full. Well, I don't need that herb if that's just an herb. I do need to... That saved me right there from taking damage. We'll get a little more space. Vacation stone. You know what? I think I want to go fight the vampires first. I don't want to drop another herb. So I'll be able to clear out both Rama statues here. What's Apocalypse Gaia? Apocalypse Gaia is a... You know what? That's a good question to ask. I haven't actually talked about it too much in this submission video, so we can bring it up now while we're getting ready for death and destruction at the vampires. Raven, who is psycho genius, big brain programmer for the randomizer, was rifling through the code of Illusion of Gaia and found fragments of something of what looked like a final boss that the game developers didn't use. Oh, you rotten person. And so, looking at it, he pieced together his own version of what we call Apocalypse Gaia. Tried to keep the developer's original intentions best he could. What's between the Rando and Apocalypse? So, Apocalypse Gaia is a game mode you can set for the Rando. And it just alters the final boss of the game. So, for vanilla Rando or vanilla speedrun of Illusion of Gaia, or just vanilla playthrough of Illusion of Gaia, you would get Dark Gaia, which has just 2 phases. If you choose Apocalypse Gaia is your preset. Do I go this way? I want to go that way? I go this way. Do I go this way? I go that way. I don't know which way I want to go. I don't know which way's faster. If you choose Apocalypse Gaia, you actually get the original 2 phases. Oh, rotten jerk. Plus 3 additional phases. And it's definitely Apocalypse when you fight them. Oh, give me a pixel, please. Yeah, you'll go to the end. It's the same setup. You need some requirements to get to the final boss. So I need my 3 statues, rescue Kara and Ara. All that's left is one more hieroglyph, and I can go fight Apocalypse Gaia. I just have to find where that hieroglyph is and fight Mummy Queen. Where's the ball? Oh, where can you try it? Yeah, same website. Alright, so I don't know if Bagu handled reversing through boss areas, so I'm just gonna go through like this. This is safety. So I really wouldn't mind fighting. I would like the extra health. Let's go fight Viper. But first, since we're here, we'll go finish Diamond Mine, since I have both keys. And getting rid of those will help my inventory, too. No, I don't think I have that link in my Discord. Hey, Raven. Is Apocalypse Gaia in the released version? Or is it still in beta? It's obviously it's still in beta testing. What am I doing? End of Diamond Mine. Let me get on this elevator. Yeah. There's a link for it. Oh, sweet, sweet free inventory. Red jewel. Darn. Well, where are you, hieroglyph? I'm missing. Oh, I know the herb is in Mew. So I'm missing a red jewel. I think I'm missing it. It's nothing also. Which would be a super pain in the butt. if it's a behind Killer 6. So we have Killer 6. Of course I checked both trash cans there. Are you speaking from experience, Ray? Alright, so that's that HP boost. I do have the Purification Stone, so we can go all the way down here and check this too. So with this HP, I'd probably go fight Apocalypse Gaia. I'm going to get a little more from Mummy Queen. But I don't think I'd go out of my way to go fight Castoff. Especially if we have it turned on that you keep your herbs upon death after getting the Phase 3 of Apocalypse Gaia. So yeah, it could be from this, it could be at the end of Mount Cress, could be behind Killer 6, and it could be on the gold ship. Behind Castoff. Did I sigh? I don't remember why I would have sighed, Lily, I'm sorry. Oh, I get you. Mount Cress. Yeah, I probably sighed because of that. Oh, sighed before Mommy Queen. Ah. So what are we looking at? 1 in 4 chance? What am I missing? I'm missing a red jewel. It's nothing. He was kind of locked there for a second. Alright, so there goes the it's nothing. I think there's one more empty or nothing text. So we're missing a red jewel, the black glasses, and a hieroglyph. And I was talking about 3 options that were left, so... Let's go to Crest first. I really don't want to do Killer 6. Oh, we're approaching the end. Just need this one pesky hieroglyph. Definitely turning into a hundo seed. Luckily, with already being in Crest, it is just a straight shot to the end. How? Alright. One final treasure chest to get. %33% chance of this being the hieroglyph. Fingers crossed, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Hey, Nia. Alright. Let's go fight Castoff. I mean, worst case, we get some extra HP from it. How am I going to get the Castoff? Go to Euro, to Water Mia, to South Cape, to Inca. Hey, what's up, Hushy Hexy? What does it randomize? Over 100 items in their locations, all ability moves, and their the ability move locations. There are options to set up other things like boss shuffle. It randomizes the golden tile, which one required, randomizes the hieroglyph order, randomizes Ishtar's puzzles. What am I missing? Oh, Randomizer is a thing. Yeah, it randomizes room rewards. Already got that open. Oh, it's super brutal. This is brutal. This is me making a submission video right now for RPG Limit Break, but I'll use this for whatever, marathon. It also has Apocalypse Gaia, so... Oh, Solar. What you thinking, Solar? Alright, we're fighting Castoff as well. I guess that's a thing. Yeah. This seed is particularly mean. A lot of double dipping into places. Oh, you can't actually hit him from here. Oh my god. Alright, so what you would typically do here is go get Freedan, or... Well, you can get Shadow since we have Shadow unlocked. Alright, let's finish him off. I was too busy talking to chat right there. Nah. All seeds have their level of screaming at Bagu, but this one's kinda mean. This one was a forced... And there's my tile. Alright, so this is where we had to go anyway. This one had a forced boss rush. I couldn't... I mean, I can go back to do Solid Arm. But I had to do the boss rush because Slider was behind boss rush. And you can't do Solid Arm without Slider. Hey, Hashi Hex. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. We're going to Niels. We gotta go to the pyramid. Alright. And I forgot my tracker actually shows me the order it has to be once you turn in the Father's Journal. So yeah. definitely shout outs to Ray for all his programming of this. Crap. I gotta get that one out so I can put this in the right spot. Programming of the things he's done in here. Bagu for all of the programming for Gaia. Randomizer. Shout outs to Apo for the auto tracker. Not just for everyone running emulator, but for people like me running SD to SNES. I know that's a bigger pain to have to deal with. Okay, we're not going to heal. Might be okay from a hit from Mummy Queen. Please come down. Please come down. Maybe come down? I mean, you can come down. Aw, thank you. Alright, I gotta focus. I've been playing around too much on this. Execution-wise, this has been a very poor show. Well, you got what you wanted, Lily. That's a good show of how painful extreme mode is. So yeah, I'd probably give it a 2 hours, 40-minute window. For the, estimate. I mean, I've been messing around a lot, and obviously I've been doing a lot of stupid mistakes. Some avoidable, some not. But if I was going at it, even with the uncertainty of Apocalypse Gaia, I'd probably give it a 2 hour 40. We'll see. What's happening with it, Lily? Yeah, so what I was talking about earlier with Mummy Queen, this grid of 8 blocks is kind of a pain in the butt, being right smack dab in the center of the room. Alright, next hit. Starts our second phase. Oh, wow. Bad cycle. Oof. What a rough thing to do, Mummy Queen. There we go. Alright, we are ready for Apocalypse Gaia. And coincidentally, we're at max HP for Extreme. So, normally, I'm going to say first, you would have 40 HP. I'm so happy we didn't have to do Killer 6. But in Extreme mode, you top out at 29 HP. Alright, so, Apocalypse Gaia, like I said, first 2 phases are normal vanilla phases. That message is randomized also. And then we'll have 3 additional phases. After we beat the first 2 phases, we'll have checkpoint. And if I happen to die on phase 3, 4, or 5, we'll still retain our herbs if we use them. Yeah, in Extreme you have 29 HP max, 1 defense jewel, 2 strength jewels, and 3 HP jewels. I have aura still? I still have aura still. Alright, no messing around here. I'm going to need my HP. So after 7 raindrops, I'll aura. So this is what everybody wanted to see. This is the whole purpose for this submission video. This fight right here. So there's nothing changed about the Comet fight. Or the first Dark Gaia fight. So this fight right here is still just spam. Ah, bad RNG. Ugh. Spam Firebird. Swing at a bubble if it gets too low. And block those yellow orbs. It is possible to do this in 3 cycles, 3 mouth openings. But you have to get 5 hits twice, and I started with 4. Alright, so that's 2 4 hits, so we're going to be doing 4 cycle. Wow, 4 4 4. Awful. Open your mouth. There we go. All right. And thus begins Phase 3. You pesky, pesky bubble. So we have 2 heads. These bubbles are a little more aggressive. The heads are only vulnerable when they're... Gosh. Bubbles, please. I'm gonna go ahead and take a death right now, just so I have that HP. I mean, I need the clip of me beating Apocalypse Gaia. I mean, yeah, okay. I think what's throwing me off right now are these bubbles, because I'm having a really hard time getting to Phase 4 without getting hit because of these bubbles. And that's kind of changing my expectations of what should be happening. If it's not one thing, it's the other. That one's on me. Well, kinda on me. That's not on me. I R'd early that one time because there was one without a hitbox and it was gonna come at me. I thought it was 4 hits he was going for, though. That. All right. I gotta protect myself, and I'm gonna take damage here. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it might. That's what I'm saying. It might be fine having them do 17 damage. It's just with the way the fight is right now, it's a little bit of a pain. Because I can't get out of this phase. Because I have to watch the ones that don't have a hitbox a little extra careful. Sai's gonna get done his race before I'm done this. Alright. Alright, I can survive. One yellow. Or 2 red. But not 1 yellow and 1 red. Oh. There's Apocalypse Gaia. In all its glory. Man, oh man. Okay, yeah, so that... Butts up and fast, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'll append that to the end of my run. And we'll submit that. And we'll just keep it for other submissions. And if Apo Gaia gets remade, I'll kinda... We'll go into making a different submission video. Yeah, the seed itself turned out to be a hundo seed, and that was still within 2.5 hours, so that's fine. So, I don't know. Make a change or two to Apocalypse Gaia as far as the bubbles. I think we could put that at a 2-hour 45 estimate. Because, I mean, you're not guaranteed to fight and kill Apocalypse Gaia first time you go against them, as I've shown. So, I think 2:45 is a good estimate for that in a marathon. Yeah, but hopefully... I don't know if Raven's interested in commentary, but maybe Bagu would be interested for whatever marathons this would get into. Thank you for the GGs, everyone. That was insufferable.